Hi everyone, welcome to Grimes Time. I'm your host, Joe Grimes, and with me, as always, Evan Mulgrave. So, a bit of a format change this week. As many of you know, last week we were fired. Fired probably isn't the right word, Jeff.
Fired works.
Okay. Last week we were fired. We were released from our public access show, but that doesn't mean that we're finished. There's been a lot of talk online about what happened, and we've been hesitant to weigh in on it, but we wanted to address it now. Evan?
Well, look, I mean, if you would have held a gun to my head, I would have said that was the real Steven Seagal. Turns out it wasn't, and he didn't have the training or the expertise to be, showing the moves on those kids. And, a couple of the heavier ones got hurt pretty bad.
In fake Steven Seagal's defense, a lot of the boys were rigid and resistant to his maneuvers.
Agreed.
But two wrongs don't make a right.
Agreed. There's a lot of people online saying, hey, don't you guys do background checks, check an ID? I mean, this is Steven Seagal, one of the most famous and most dangerous men in the world. So you ask a guy like that to prove himself, he's likely to do it with a karate chop as he is, any sort of, ID.
Some upset parents were asking, were there any signs that he wasn't the real Steven Seagal? And to be completely honest, there were.
There were. Yeah, certainly.
He had a lot of questions about the bus schedule, which I found odd. You'd think someone like Steven Seagal would drive a Humvee or something.
Yeah, he had a bindle full of personal effects.
Yeah, I thought that was more of a prop.
Or like a kendo stick or something, but...
Regardless, it was our mistake, and we are owning up to it. We don't want to let that moment define the show, which is why we have moved it from our studio downtown to my dad's boat shed.
It's nice. It's pretty spacious in here without the boat. Dad didn't get to keep it in the divorce.
Something I'm proud of that we fought for, got to keep the name of the show.
Yeah, they were pretty indifferent about that, which was nice.
Well, enough of the heavy stuff. Let's move right into it. Our first segment, Evs Eats.
So this is a new segment I came up with where basically I review food items. There's a lot of local eateries in town, and I thought, you know what, this would be a great platform to maybe be able to shed a light on some of their signature dishes.
Well, that's great. What do you have for us today?
Well, there's this great little burger place right on the edge of town. It's a family-owned operation. A guy named Dave runs the place. Just a sweetheart of a guy. He even named the place after his daughter, if you can believe that. It's called Wendy's, and their food, their service is second to none.
I love their chili.
Now, what's wrong with the chili? I did. Because you look at this menu, and it's just signature item after signature item. How do you pick just one? I did. I went with the double, which someone has already... I don't know if one of the crew guys got in here, but there's already a bite taken at it. Jeff, was that you? Was it Denny?
Jeff, get Denny. He's shitting? Well, I wonder why. Probably... Well, there you have it.
It's funny. We change venues, we change networks, and all the same problems are the same. So maybe the reason we're in the boat shed isn't, because I let a guy break a chubby kid's arm. Maybe it's because we deserve to be in the boat shed. Because every single one of you, don't give me that shit.
Denny.
Did
you do it?
You took a
Come
bite
back.
of the burger? I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Thanks for stopping by this week. That's our show. We'll see you next week.